guys, this is Jessica and welcome back to my channel, The Retro Farmhouse. Today we're going to get into doing a fun project with some Dollar Tree items. I went to the Dollar Tree recently and I saw that they're starting to get out some of their fall items, and my Dollar Tree is kind of hit or miss depending on what they have available, but I just happened to see that they were setting out a new end cap with some of the pumpkin signs and some of the little scarecrows and some other fun items. So I grabbed some of those up really quick because I know those tend to go really fast in my area. And today I'm going to show you how you can redo some of these signs to have a couple different options for your fall decor. So hope you guys enjoy and let's get into this video. To start out with this project, you're going to need 2 of these pumpkin signs from the Dollar Tree. And then I'm also going to use 1 of the tote bags in the buffalo check pattern. And I also picked up these metal signs that say thankful, harvest, and welcome. And I'm also going to use this natural raffia as well as 1 of the tins from the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to start out with removing my hanger piece, and then I'm going to take my tote and I'm just going to cut this up, and I just need 1 side of this. Then I'm going to take my pumpkin, I'm going to lay that on top, and I'm just going to trace out the pattern, and then I'm going to cut this out. Next, before I glue this piece on, I'm going to attach my hanger again with just some hot glue. That way I can use both sides of this sign. I do kind of like the other side, so I want to keep it as is, and I can flip it over if I want to change it during the season. So now I'm just taking my hot glue and I'm gluing down the edges and gluing on my buffalo check. Next, I'm going to take the welcome sign and apply a little bit of hot glue and just apply this to the middle. Then I'm going to take some of my raffia and I'm going to just make a simple bow, and I'm going to hot glue this to the stem. And this first sign is done. I really like doing this one because it's a really simple, easy DIY. So for our next one, I'm going to take my same second pumpkin sign and I'm going to trace it out on this tin. And then I am going to cut out my pattern. Now this is actually a cookie sheet. I don't know why I keep calling it a tin, but you've seen me use this several times if you watch my channel. I just love this to make kind of the galvanized look on things. Now what I'm doing here is, usually I don't mind the texture on this, but I'm going to try something different and I'm just kind of going to rub the texture out. I'm just taking a wooden clothespin, really anything wooden will work, a popsicle stick, anything like that, and I'm just kind of rubbing the pattern out. Now once you do this, you will have to trim the piece again because it will kind of lengthen it out. That wasn't really an issue. So now I'm just taking my hot glue again and I'm going to apply this to the back side of my sign. And just make sure it's glued down really well because these pieces are sharp. Remember, you are working with tin, so you don't want to cut yourself. Next, I'm going to use these paints for our look: Timeless Gray, Pewter Gray, Jet Black, Dark Granite, and a Brown Oxide. So I'm just starting first with the dark granite, and I'm just going to apply this all over with a sponge. Then continuing on, I'm going to next add the pewter gray. And then from there, you'll see me add a little bit of jet black here and there. This just gives us a little bit more dimension. I do not let this dry in between the coats because I kind of want this to blend in with each paint. And then lastly, I will take my lightest color, the Timeless Gray, and I'll dab this one a little bit more thoroughly onto the project. This is the one that I like to use to blend more, and this is what I feel like helps give it more of the galvanized look. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to take my brown oxide paint and I'm just going to make more of a three-dimension look here. So I'm just drawing my lines like you would see on a pumpkin, using my hands and just smudging this. And then to protect my paint job, I'm just using some matte Mod Podge and just applying this all over. Next, I'm going to take my harvest sign and I'm just going to dab this with a sponge with my brown oxide, and I also use a little bit of the jet black paint in here to kind of blend this, just to give it kind of that rusty look. Then I'm just going to apply a little bit of hot glue to the back side of my harvest sign, and I'm going to apply this to the middle of my pumpkin. Then to protect the paint job on this, I'm just going to apply a little bit of Mod Podge over this as well and let it dry completely. For my stem, I'm going to use some Raffia and some hot glue, and I'm basically just going to wrap this around the stem several times and hot glue as I go. Then I'm just going to take my remaining raffia and I'm just going to create another simple bow, and I'm going to glue this to the top. Then lastly, I'm just going to take my hanger that I removed and I'm going to apply a little bit of hot glue and put this onto the back. And this is how our projects turned out. 2 personalized signs made from Dollar Tree materials, and I think these turned out great, and I think these definitely look like farmhouse fall decor. These were so easy to make and didn't take me too long, and I just loved how they turned out. I want to thank you guys again for your guided support and your comments you've been leaving. I've really been enjoying reading those and getting back with you guys. And if you did like this video, please hit the like button as well as the subscribe button and the notification button so that you know when I upload a new video. And we'll see you guys again next time.